day to you, Kidbrarians. I'm your host, Betti. Today we're bringing you another episode of Kidbrary's Miracle Minute News. We bring you stories of great things going on around the world from the internet and other sources in order to make your week brighter. In a minute or less per story, we bring you 3 uplifting and inspiring newsworthy stories every week. Tune in and subscribe to Kidbrary. Also, please like our videos and click on the notifications icon so you'll be notified when we post a new Miracle Minute News broadcast, an amazing fun book review, or DIYs and tutorials to get you going on creative projects. Thank you for joining us here on Kidbrary. Our first story comes to us from Positive.News and was written by Lucy Douglas. I had no idea that the UK was facing a bee crisis. Indeed, since there has been a 97% decline in the UK's wildflower meadows over the past 80 years, bees have way less to eat. And in case you didn't know, and you have never seen the bee movie, bees are pollinating insects and the world's most important pollinator of food crops. In fact, it's estimated that 1/3 of the food that we eat each day relies on the pollination mainly by bees. So without bees, we cannot grow enough food, and that's scary. Good news is that companies and regular people are coming together to do something about it. Families across the UK are set to plant 15 million wildflower seeds in the coming weeks. 330,000 seed balls have been given out to families by branches of Iceland Supermarket and the Food Warehouse as part of the Backyard Nature campaign. The project was started by a Liverpool-based group of young activists, the Eco Emeralds, and was launched by Semple, a platform for community projects. Funding from the Iceland Foods Charitable Foundations is backing the campaign. That is sweet as honey. Let's all do our share to help the bees worldwide by planting wildflowers wherever we live. Our next story comes from GoodNewsNetwork.com. Today, more than ever, young people are organizing to fight climate change. Just last week, 12,000 students between 8 and 14 took part in the biggest pollution cleanup ever seen in the historic Belgian coastal city of Ostend. The aptly named Oceans of Tomorrow project was developed in partnership with the University of Antwerp to teach 8,000 local school children the importance of clean seas. The students last week were brought together by a collective of teachers from 26 Catholic schools who have a commitment to providing their students with the tools and knowledge to help them live in a world where the environment is cared for. More than 60 countries have joined the UNEP's Clean Seas campaign to fight marine plastic, and more than 100,000 people worldwide have taken the Clean Sea Pledge, promising to clean up their own plastic footprints. This is a great movement for cleaning up our Earth. It is exciting to see more activism and action by the world's youth to fight against the loss of habitats, animals, and ultimately destructive climate change. Our final story comes from sunnyskies.com and is about a woman in Pulaski, Virginia, who stopped to help a baby squirrel in need. Tia Powell was walking in Kiwanis Park when a squirrel approached her. The stubborn squirrel stood on the trail in her path and convinced her to follow it. The squirrel led Tia to a baby squirrel that was apparently injured. Thinking she could not do anything to help, Tia began to walk away, but that presumably Mama Squirrel was not going to give up so easily and actually grabbed onto the lady's pant leg so that she wouldn't leave. That is when Tia called the police department to send over rescuers to help the little baby. The rescuers were able to relocate the squirrels and watch them both as they climbed up a tree to safety. What a happy ending! Isn't it amazing how animals are not so different from people? The more stories we see of animal behaviors and the more we understand how they communicate with us, the more we can do to help them when they need us. And maybe they'll help us when we need them. Thank you for joining us today on Kidbrary's Miracle Minute, where we are glad to bring you happy stories from around the world to brighten your week every week. Please check the description below for more links to these stories. And join us again next week for more great news. Don't forget to like and subscribe.